Keanu Reeves and Marjorie Liu just dropped a wild one-shot set in the Berserker universe, a blood-soaked pirate horror tale where B teams up with another immortal different than him named Captain in a brutal story of vengeance, horror, and shared monstrosity. I'm Thomas, and let's talk all about Berserker The Bleeding Tide, written by Marjorie Liu, art by Gary Brown, and of course from the world of Keanu Reeves. And I have known about this series for a while. It took me a long time to jump into this. This was kind of the first story I really dove into, even though I knew the gist of it. Now, if you've been interested in this series like I've been and you didn't know where to start, I think this is actually a pretty great place to jump in. B basically is an immortal warrior born 80,000 years ago. And when it's time for him to fight and time for him to battle, a bloodlust takes over him and becomes the Berserker. And so in this story, it's one of his prequels from the main run of the comics, and he's basically saved by a pirate at sea. Now, there's so much more about this story that I'd love to share, but I think if I say anything else, it'll probably spoil it. And so if you don't want to hear any of that, I'll probably try to sneak some of it in towards the end. I think if you know Berserker, you know some of the art that you're going to be getting. And in this, it's so gritty, it's so violent, so kind of rough around the edges, which is perfect for the story that it's telling. I really enjoyed it. It's very cool on like how they use the coloring too to show different environments, and I think there's going to be a lot here for people to feast their eyes on. Now, this is the spoiler section. I'll just kind of quickly jump ahead. I'm giving this book 8 out of 10, but if you want to hear the spoilers, all right, 3, 2, 1, here it comes. Basically, the captain is a vampire. So I love that they have this very cool dynamic between these two different immortals, like Berserker, maybe a half god, and this vampire, and one kind of coming to grips with loving the fact that she's immortal and one just wanting to die. It's a pretty cool and unique take on these type of characters. So what do you think about the themes of this one shot? Have you been following along with the Berserker universe? And if you haven't, does this sound appealing enough for you to jump in now? Thanks so much for checking out this video and for tuning in here at Nerd Initiative. All right, aloha.